YouTube just dropped their biggest update to monetization in nearly 10 years. Starting on February 1st, Shorts channels now need 20 million views within a period of 90 days to get monetized. And YouTube longform went from needing 4,000 watch hours to 8,000 watch hours. However, you only need 1,000 subscribers still. Now, because of this, a ton of people are affected. The people affected fall into 3 different groups, which are all affected in very different types of ways. Now, the first group of people I'm going to go over is Shorts creators because they are affected the most. In general, needing 20 million views now means that you probably need to make more videos, which of course that means that your cost of production is going to go up, but that's not really the biggest issue. Now you only get your payout if your channel had over 10 million views in the last 90 days, which just to clarify means that even if you're monetized and you're in the YouTube Partner Program, if you don't have over 10 million views within the last 90 days, you will not be paid out, which is crazy because not only do you need to ramp up how many videos you're making, which might take more time and money, but if in the last 90 days you had 9.8 million views, you're not getting paid for any of that content, whether you put a ton of money or a ton of time into it. And interestingly enough, not hitting this doesn't necessarily demonetize you. Your channel will still be monetized, and actually, if you have long form videos up, those will receive money, only your shorts won't. So I wouldn't have said 20 million views is absolutely unachievable. It does make it hard for a lot more people to get in, but this is actually what I think is the biggest issue, because even if you are monetized, if you're under 10 million views within that 90-day period, you just won't get paid out. Now, this is a huge issue because most people that I know that work with shorts don't run just one shorts channel. Yes, some people can run up a long form channel to $50,000 in a month, but that's so much harder to do with shorts that people will typically run, for example, 10 different shorts channels that are making $5K a month each. So let's say right now you're currently running 10 shorts channels, each making $500 a month each. So you're making $5K a month. Well, due to this update, none of those will be paid out anymore and you will just make nothing, which I'm going to be honest is kind of a brutal move from YouTube. And I've even pulled up the blog so I can read this for you. Beginning February 1st, 2027, creators who have 10 million qualified shorts views over the last 90 days will be eligible for ads and subscription revenue sharing on shorts. Channels below this threshold remain in YouTube Partner Program and continue earning on long form content, with shorts revenue sharing automatically resuming once they cross 10 million views again. Now, I've actually made a document of all of the changes in the YouTube Partner Program, so if you want that for free, you can join my free Discord server and I've posted that in there. Link for that is in the description. But like I said, it does seem like YouTube's trying to crack down on the people running shorts farms of a ton of channels making it only a few $100s a month that in total makes them a lot. Another big thing is this definitely makes it harder to resell a shorts channel if you're only averaging around 10 million views per 90 days. Because who's going to want to buy an asset if it's not consistently getting paid out? Overall, I think a ton of people are probably going to stop running shorts just because of this. Quick thing before we go over group 2. I know a lot of you guys are going to have a ton of questions about how this update is going to affect you. I've spent years building a living around YouTube revenue, and I've even built a software company for YouTube. Right now, my team's running free one-on-one calls where we can go over everything in these changes and even take a look at your channel and your ideas and point you in the right direction. If that sounds useful, there's a link to book below in the description. Now, let's go over group number 2, which is long form creators. How does this affect you? Now, this is the group that I personally fall into, and it seems to be that the only change is that they've updated the amount of watch hours needed from 4,000 to 8,000. Now, if you've monetized a long form YouTube channel in the last year or two, or you're trying to do so right now, you'll know that watch hours is not the problem. With the past 5 or 6 YouTube channels I've monetized, I've hit 8,000 watch hours before I've even hit 1,000 subscribers. So although double the watch hours might seem like a big deal, it's honestly not, because recently with long form viewers, it's a lot harder to get them to subscribe. So if you're actually currently running long form channels, you'll know this isn't a big deal. And if you're trying or you want to run a long form channel, well, I'm just going to get the load of stress off of you right now. And I'd say honestly, on average, I'm probably hitting somewhere between 8 and 10,000 watch hours before I hit 1,000 subscribers, around that time. But although I feel very sorry for shorts creators, with long form, there's no sort of minimum watch hours you have to get within 90 days or anything like that. And another great thing is all my monetized channels that are monetized right now won't be affected by this anyways. Keep in mind, these changes will occur on February 1st. So any channels you get monetized between now and then will be monetized. 1,000 subscribers honestly can sometimes feel a little annoying going to achieve, but thankfully they didn't change that. So for this group, the changes are short, literally just the number of watch hours updated, but to actually get monetized, I think the amount of time is probably going to stay similar for everybody unless you're spamming CTAs to sub in your videos, in which then your channel probably isn't getting that many watch hours in the first place. Now, the third and final group of people that this will affect is people new to YouTube, people who are trying to start earning an income with it. And right now, you pretty much have two options to go down. With this new update, you can go for shorts, but you will need 20 million views within 3 months. Versus long form, you need 8,000 watch hours, but you can do that within a year. For me personally, long form does feel a lot more consistent, and even with these updates, I think long form will just be the easier route to go since you do have a whole year to hit that number. But regardless of which way you go, it used to not matter because once you're monetized, your channel is monetized. But with shorts, obviously, they added that new update where if you don't hit 10 million views every 90 days, then you will not be paid out for your shorts. The funny part is if you got monetized with shorts and that actually happens, if you have long form videos up, that will still be paid for. Versus long form, your channel will be monetized. There's no way to not get paid out once it's monetized. So opinion based, and obviously I'm a little biased since I run long form channels, I think the requirements to get monetized with long form is a lot easier, but not opinion based. It is just a fact now that even if your channel is monetized with shorts, you might not get paid out anymore versus with long form, that's just not a thing. So for sustainability with content posting, I would definitely say long form is kind of the route to go at this point if it didn't already seem before this update. But the problem is even if you do go and decide to start a shorts channel right now on February 1st, if you're not hitting those 10 million views, that still applies to your channel. So just to clarify, if you get a shorts channel monetized right now, yes, if you're not hitting 10 million views within 90 days, you'll still get paid out. But starting February 1st, you will not, even if this is a channel that's monetized now, not them. So to put it short, if you're deciding between the two, with long form, you build something that you get monetized once and it's paying you forever. Shorts, once you build it, you have to maintain it forever. Either way, as of right now, you have between now and February 1st to decide what you want to do. If you're not sure and you're looking for some guidance, schedule a one-on-one call with my team in the link in the description. But that's it for this video. See ya.